Hey there, Kelly Mink, Executive Director of BNI Maine. I recently had an experience that led me to this networking tip, and it was not with a BNI member, but I think that we all have had this type of experience with someone. I was having a meeting, and it became very clear that this person was listening to what I was saying, answering the questions that he had, only to respond. He wasn't listening to actually hear what my responses were. And I started thinking about it because often he was responding and not taking what I said into consideration. He was just trying to sell me something or lead me in a certain way. And that was challenging for me because I had to repeat myself over and over. And I kept understanding, he's not hearing me. He's not understanding what I'm saying. So it brought me to how we do our one-to-ones. And I really just wanted to, share some tips. When you're doing a one-to-one, you really want to focus on the answers that you're getting from hopefully open-ended questions that you're asking to the participant. So when you're asking the member, hopefully not just yes or no questions, asking them to explain something or how something happens or the why behind something. These would be considered open-ended questions versus do you like this? Yes or no. Or, can you do this? Yes or no. The open-ended questions really allow you to listen to the answer and understand what the member is saying and what they can or can't do. And listen to listen, not listen to respond. You want to be able to paraphrase and clarify anything that you have questions on, but also when you say your next sentence, if you repeat some of what they said, it shows the person that you really heard them and that you really understood what they were saying. I always recommend people to try to take a breath before responding or asking the next question. It gives your brain that moment to catch up. Often I have this challenge. My mouth and my I guess my part of my brain thinks faster than I'm understanding the answers. So I try really hard to slow down and, really take in the information. Nonverbal cues are really important. If somebody goes to a meeting with you and their arms are crossed, they're really not interested. Or if their back is to you, they're really not interested. Making sure that you're listening, you're paying attention, your hands, your eyes, you're not, you're not staring at your phone, you're not fidgeting, you're not playing with something. You're paying attention to that person. Lastly, follow up. Always follow up with an email or a quick call or a card. I really enjoyed our one-to-one. These were the things I learned most from you. I'm really interested in helping you with this or that. Or I'd really like clarification more on this. Can we schedule another one-to-one? Having follow-up questions or follow-up comments always makes someone feel great because you listened. So I'm really glad I actually had this meeting last week because it did lead me to this weekly tip. But as I'm doing this weekly tip, even earlier this morning, I had somebody mention to me that they had a one-to-one of somebody who, they really didn't think they got across to, or they really don't think they even know what they do. So I was able to kind of, really think about this and put this into this video. So I hope it helped. Ask questions that are open-ended. Be there to listen, not to respond. Empathize with what they're saying. Paraphrase and clarify what you understood and follow up. I hope that helps. Happy networking.